You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Arcadia of My Youth. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95. Today I'm going to be doing a anime review, which is my all-time favorite anime movies from the origin of Leiji Matsumoto verse, which is the anime movie for today's anime review, Arcadia of My Youth. Arcadia of My Youth is an anime film depicting the origin of Leiji Matsumoto's seminal character, Captain Harlock. At one time, it was considered to be the central hub of the so-called Leijiverse, with the events depicted in other works such as Galaxy Express 39 and 1978's Space Pirate Captain Harlock anime TV series occurring sometime after. It's directed by Tomoharu Katsumata with Kazu Kamatsubara and as an animation director. And this anime movie was released on July 28th, 1982. So let's start with our synopsis. During the early 20th century, sometime after World War I, an aerial explorer, Captain Phantom F. Harlock, is embarking on what is to be the magnum opus of his long career, the traversing of the Owen Stanley Mountains in New Guinea. His major obstacle is the Phantom of the Witch that haunts these mountains. In a last desperate attempt to cross the mountains, Harlock ditches all but 10 minutes of fuel in order to gain altitude. He carries on to his fate amongst the mocking laughter of the Owen Stanley Witch. Near the end of World War II, Phantom F. Harlock II is an Iron Cross-wearing German fighter pilot that flies a Messerschmitt Bf-109. During a major defeat for his side, he meets Tochiro Oyama, a Japanese exchange technician working in Germany. Tochiro's project is to design a new gun sight for use in fighter planes. Harlock's most treasured possession is the Revi C-12D gun sight, which he calls his eye. Both men believe the war to be wasteful and pointless, and Tochiro especially hopes that the rockets being developed by Germany may one day lead to a more positive application, such as a trip to the moon. Tochiro wishes he could escape from the war and possibly go to neutral Switzerland, where he might be able to fulfill his dream. Harlock offers him to take him in his plane, stowing Tochiro in the plane's fuselage. Harlock is able to fly to Switzerland, but after surviving a fierce aerial dogfight which disables his plane and forces him to crash and land just short of the Swiss border, carrying an injured Tochiro across the river to Sanctuary, Harlock departs, giving Tochiro his Revi C-12D before crossing back into the war zone, where Harlock expects to face the consequences of his actions. Although this Harlock's ultimate fate is unknown, Tochiro pledges friendship between their two bloodlines for all eternity. Sometime in the late 30th century, circa 2960s, a Solar Federation officer named Captain Harlock returns home in his battle cruiser Death Shadow to find that aliens from the Illuminous Empire have conquered Earth and enslaved humanity. However, the remaining humans blame him and other warriors like him, as they were not there to protect the planet when they needed it. Harlock, with the Argons, who are ashamed of their role in Earth's downfall, sets out to lead a resistance against the aliens and adopts the fighting strategy of ancient marauders. During the course of the struggle, Harlock meets a former Solar Federation engineer, a Japanese man he's never met before. He feels how he knows. This man, Tochiro Oyama, reveals his secret project, the dreams of all his ancestors. Hidden in a deep cavern under the occupation headquarters is a space battleship he designed and built. This ship is called Arcadia, in honor of the internal friendship forged between Phantom F. Harlock and Tochiro Oyama during another ancient war. Oh, and Harlock also meets Emerald Queen Emeraldas, an old friend who immediately offers herself to the cause of the Torgakans after witnessing the death of the last female of their race sacrifice themselves to save the Arcadia from the life-sucking flames of the flame steam prominence, aka the Owen Stanley Witch of Space. Harlock's lover and voice of the underground Maya is killed by the Illumada's gunfire after Harlock has honorably defeated the occupational commander in ship-to-ship combat. The quisling ruler of the earth, Tritter, nonetheless declares Harlock and Emeralda's outlaws and exiles them to space. Amidst an earth that prefers servitude to their new masters over the hard but noble fight for freedom, Harlock, Emeraldas, Tochiro, and their new pirate crew of idealists and romantics set for the stars, heading out for parts unknown. Oh, so what I gave my thoughts about Arcadia of My Youth, I really liked this because I had to watch this once and I had to watch this anime movie twice. Because I really loved Arcadia of My Youth, which is my all-time favorite anime movies. Oh, and the opening scenes of Arcadia of My Youth feature parts of the New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak. The film starred acclaimed Japanese actor Yujiro Ishihara in his final role. Before his death in 1987, he was the voice of Phantom F. Harlock. It was his only role in an anime movie. Arcadia of My Youth draws parallels to the German occupation of France during World War II, as well as the post-World War II American occupation of Japan. Maya's nickname as the Rose and the voice of Free Arcadia mirrors the romantic image of the secret radio broadcasters of French resistance. The prologue of the movie does not make it clear whether or not Phantom F. Harlock survived his mission. He is assumed to have survived his voiceover monologue. It indicates that he is reading from his autobiography, which is titled Arcadia of My Youth. The movie is so controversial in that Phantom F. Harlock II was portrayed as a German fighter pilot during World War II. The Tochiro of that era, who had read Harlock the First's book, at least found it unusual in that he asked Harlock II why he was flying an Iron Cross plane. That liner notes for the Animago DVD state that Harlock's response, just paying rent, it hid a deeper meaning. It refers to the ancient feudal obligations a noble had it to his lords, for better or worse, even if he didn't believe in their cause. The liner notes also mentioned that Harlock technically was no longer bound by these obligations, since the feudal customs no longer existed at that time. There is much confusion as to where Arcadia Harlock's birthplace is. It was assumed to be somewhere in the northern Europe, despite naming it after the rustic Greek paradise in the Peloponnese. Harlock gives the proper name of his ancestral birthplace as Hellingstadt, meaning that Arcadia is most likely a nickname. During the World War II segment of the movie, Harlock II, while flying to Switzerland, muses about Arcadia, leading viewers to assume that Arcadia was located there. However, Harlock's cryptic comments about paying rent aside, that this will still make little sense in the context of the movie, as Switzerland was neutral during World War II. Matsumoto has never given a concrete definitive statement on Harlock's ethnicity or heritage. However, Harlock is an actual name of Prussian origin. The stories of Phantom F. Harlock, the first and second, are loosely based on the short manga stories by Leiji Matsumoto. Most of them appeared in his manga anthology, The Cockpit. Many elements of Arcadia of My Youth were borrowed from his other stories, such as The Death Shadow, which appeared in the 1970 manga, and in his later adaptation of the original Space Battleship Yamato, where the Death Shadow appears along with Susumu Kodai's brother, whose alias is Captain Harlock. These elements did not make it into the anime version, but they were the source of the American fan rumors that the Leiji-verse Harlock was actually Mamoru Kodai in disguise, or possibly a descendant. The origin story in the 1978 television series, between episodes 30 and 31, depicts Harlock and Tochiro as childhood friends, and Emeraldas, meeting them both later in Arcadia of My Youth. Emeraldas and Harlock are old friends who, while he is just meeting Tochiro. Furthermore, the 1978 television series also shows the Arcadia, this time blue, being constructed on planet Heavy Meldar, not Earth. Also, Zol of Arga, who made a guest appearance in the episode 21 of that series, is totally reimagined for Arcadia of My Youth. The fact that both of Captain Harlock's ancestors that have trademarked Heidelberg during dueling scar gives a rise to widespread fan estimation that the scar must be hereditary through his medical impulse. So far, no story has ever depicted how Harlock got his scars. That Arcadia of My Youth depicted Emeraldas receiving her scar from a glancing shot from a gun of the Emeraldas officer Urigusun. The 4-episode Queen Emeralda's OVA series would invent her scar as a wounded received during a sword duel with a different opponent. The proper translation of the Japanese title is the source of dispute, although Anime Go's Arcadia of My Youth has been widely accepted. The original My Youth in Arcadia was used in Japan and better reflects the inspiration from the Gothei quote. Reportedly, character and concept creator Leiji Matsumoto owns an actual Revi C-12D gun sight that was used by the animators as a visual reference when creating the one shown in the film. Now, this was we all know that Arcadia of My Youth was known as Vengeance of the Space Pirates when it was released on home video by Celebrity Home Entertainment under the Just for Kids label. Well, if I'll put in the description on there. But the subtitled Laserdisc was released in North America by Anime Go on April 12, 1995, and Arcadia of My Youth was released by Anime Go on DVD in 2003. Because when it comes to anime movies, and now Arcadia of My Youth has finally got a DVD and Blu-ray release from Discotek Media on August 13th, 2016. Because the official release date was revealed to be on May 30th, 2017. When it comes to releasing Arcadia of My Youth on DVD and Blu-ray from Discotek Media, and that's the biggest thing. And also, there's a sequel TV series, also known as Captain Harlock, Endless Road SSX, which I'll be reviewing for the future anime reviews. So this concludes my anime review on Arcadia of My Youth. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Arcadia of My Youth. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts about it. I really loved Arcadia of My Youth because it's my favorite anime movie of all time, right along with Farewell to Space Battleship Yamato, which I've already looked back on my previous anime review, because I got the feeling that I'm starting to become a Leiji Matsumoto fan. That's why. Hope subscribe for content by Anime Plan, link in the description down below. You share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have a Twitter and Facebook account, on all social media, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Please leave it in the comments about suggestions for an anime review by leaving in the comments section below on this video. Also, please subscribe to my channel, RurouniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications, bell button, check out my videos that I'm uploading as well, by far, and that's all I have to say. So keep it otaku for this anime review on Arcadia of My Youth, because I get to review the first Captain Harlock anime movie, by far. This is RurouniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and have a great day. This is RurouniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review on Arcadia of My Youth.